Based on my experience at Mount Sinai, it is truly like Mount Sinai. It is a mountain, but a mountain is a higher level of understanding, education. A mountain reflects that. It shows when you go to the mountaintop. And so Mount Sinai, just the name alone, represents greatness. My name is Thavenis and I have been a patient at Mount Sinai Hospital for over 20 years. Well, the reasons why I came into Mount Sinai Hospital in January is because I had a growth on my fallopian tube and there was growth in my uterus. When I came in that morning to Mount Sinai Hospital to prepare for surgery, and the people at the front desk were nice. They told me where to go because it's a huge, huge building. And I sat in the lounge and I got called immediately, and I went back to the anesthesiologist, came in, and he explained to me the type of drugs that I would be taking, that they would be using. And I also met the entire team that day, and that made me feel so relaxed. When I woke up again, I was in what they call recovery. And, I was feeling fine. And I got up and right immediately I went to the bathroom, and the nurse and all of them were looking at me, and the lady in the next bed was like, "You got up off that table like you never had surgery." I'm like, that's how good they are. Just little things that made me feel like, wow, these people care about everything. My socks, were my socks changed today? Because you're walking on the floor, so you need to change your socks, because even though we give them to you, that's why we give you more than one pair, because you need to change your socks because you've been walking, and make sure you don't get back into bed with, just certain things that, people you don't think about. You really don't think like that. You're not really thinking about that. But they do. They think about all of that. The thing that really made me feel really good, the PCA took their bath for bath washing, and she heated it for me. She put it in the microwave, so that way when I open it and wipe, it's not cold, it's warm. So I just thought that was great, the way she didn't have to do that. It made me feel like, wow, I don't have to, and it felt good too, the warm cloth and just cleaning myself with that, what made me feel really great. The PCAs were nice. When they have to take my blood, and I don't want to give up blood because I don't like needles, but they were very nice about it, and they worked with me. They didn't say, okay, we're going to come and take your blood. You have to give us your blood. They didn't do that. What works better? Would you like me to come back? I'll come back. And the nurse would say the same thing. So I had no pain at all, because if there was a problem and I told them, they would take care of it. So I felt safe. So you feel safe when people care about you and care about their environment around you. And I saw this day after day. Day after day I saw this. And you experience when the cleaning people came in to clean the room, they were positive. And they did their jobs with excellence. Even the people that come up to serve the food was great. The food was delicious. Whoever is in the kitchen making the food, my hat's off to them. I thought I was on that show, the Food Channel, because that salad was huge. But it had everything in it, and it was good. The food was fresh and it tasted delicious, and they served you well, and they made sure you got what you wanted to eat. You don't get that today in any hospitals. I was amazed. I keep telling people, I said I felt like I was in a 5-class hotel. It was wonderful. I just really, really, really want to thank the nurses. I feel for the nurses because they do so much. They not just have to care about the person. I don't think people realize that their job is a lot. It's like you put 16 hours into 8 hours. My first experience with Jennifer, the nurse manager, I was up walking and I see the nurses and her, Jennifer, the manager, in the middle, and they're having a discussion. They're having a discussion about the day. But I heard her ask first, "How are you this morning?" She said that to her team, "How are you this morning?" And I just want to thank you guys for whatever they did the day before. She says, I want to thank you for what you did, and blah, blah. And I just stood there for a minute, and I was like, wow. She's very encouraging people to have good behaviors, encouraging the things that they do, always thanking you for what you do. And I think that's really important when the manager can turn around and thank the people, for the people that work for her, for what they do, the nurses, and even down to the cleaning people. And we all have our own issues. But when you have a manager like Jennifer that can come in to work and make you feel good about yourself and can make you feel like, okay, I can do this today. I can make it today. I'm good today. She thinks I'm great. So if she thinks I could do a good job, I can do it. And I would work for Jennifer myself. I mean, I can't express no more than they just made me feel as an individual, comfortable as an individual, as a human being. And I was impressed with that. I was impressed with that when I came here the first time in 2011, and I'm still impressed every time I come. But this time, actually staying in the hospital and having surgery in this hospital, it was amazing. It was totally amazing.